Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome to another episode of Weekly Code Quickies, your weekly update for tech news, coding tricks and tricks, and more. I'm your host, Norbert PM, and in this episode we will talk about 8 useful array methods. Now before we get into the video, liking and sharing our content really helps us out a lot, and it also helps out others by spreading the word. And by subscribing to the channel and clicking that notification bell, you will be constantly up to date with the latest and greatest. Now with this being said, let's get into the video. On the left side we just have a table of users. Each one of these users has a name, an age, and an income. And by using all of the 8 array methods, we can extract useful information from them. The first will be filter. Now by definition, the filter method creates a new array with all elements that pass the test implemented by the provided function. So for example, if I wish to extract all of the users with the age under 21, then I would get in return a new array with objects, name, age, and income with all of the users that are under 21. Now let's say I want to extract an information with all of the users that have an income over 1,500. So let's click on income, and now I would get in return only 2 users. The next method will be map, and by definition the map method creates a new array populated with the results of calling a provided function on every element in the calling array. So if we wish to return all of the names, then we will get only names. If we wish to return only age, then we could get only age, and the same thing goes for income. Next up, let's talk about the find method. The find method returns the value of the first element in the provided array that satisfied the provided testing function. So remember, it returns the first element. So if I wish to return a user with the name of Norbert, it will only return the first user it gets with the name of Norbert. So let's click on name, and we will get Norbert with all its adjacent information. If I wish to return a user which has the age of 18, then I will get the first user which has the age of 18. Now in our case we have only one user, and this would be n. And the same thing goes for income. If I wish to return a user with an income less than 1,500, for example, I would get the very first user, which is Arabella, which has an income of 0. So next up is forEach. The forEach method executes a provided function once for each array element. So in this case, I would only get each name, each age, and each income. Next up, sum. The sum method tests whether at least one element in the array passes the test implemented by the provided function. And of course, it will return a boolean, a true or false. Now if I wish to check if there is a user with an age under 2, let's click on age, I will get true. If I wish to check if there is an income above or equal to 3,000, then I would get false, because there's no income above or equal to 3,000. Next up, let's talk about the every method. The every method tests whether all elements in the array pass the test implemented by the provided function. And it also returns a boolean, a true or false. So let's test if all of the users are under the age of 70, so no one receives any pension. So if I test for the ages, we'll get true. But if I would test if all of our users have an income above 2,000, then I would get false, because not every user in this table has an income above 2,000. Next up, the reduce method. The reduce method executes a reduced function that you provide on each element of the array, resulting in a singular output value. Now this takes in a callback function, and one of the parameters is accumulate. Now if I wish to accumulate, for example, all of the ages, so let's say we wish to make a sum of all of the years that our users have, then we will get 161 years. And we could do the same thing for income, and this will result in 8,300. Now last but not least, includes. The include method determines whether an array includes a certain value among its entries, and it also returns a boolean, true or false. So let's say we wish to check if the users include an age of 18, then we will get true. Now if I wish to check if there is an income of 3,000, then we will get false. Okay everyone, so hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share and subscribe to the channel, and catch you next time. Bye bye. Of course, there's a PDF down in the description below, so you can download anything that you saw right here. So, see ya!